That's how I feel now. Just, what a relief. What a relief. Hey dudes and dudettes of the internet, welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy, and today, as you can tell by the title of this video, I am going to tell you that I am not straight. For those of you whose gaydars are really good, then you may have picked it. So I've kind of been wanting to make this video for a really long time, but I've wanted to wait for the right sort of time, and I feel like now is that time. I'm going to talk about how I realized I was a bisexual, and also about my experiences and coming out and all that sort of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's just get into it. So I kind of realized when I was about 14 years old that I was different. And now that I look back on it, I actually can find so many little things and be like, holy shit, I was such not a straight child. Like, I was like a little tomboy, and like I love to wear boys' clothes, and I just like, I don't know, there's lots of little things in my childhood that I can be like, oh my gosh, that's such a gay thing of me to do as a little kid. But I didn't really realize my sexuality until I was like 14, which is kind of young, I would say. And funnily enough, my sexuality kind of originated from the internet. Like, that's how I realized I was that way. I was always on Tumblr and YouTube, looking up YouTube videos of like lesbian couples. That's when I realized that people are people and I can be drawn to both men and women, but I hadn't really realized it on an emotional level yet, just like a physical attraction level. And so the first time I had feelings for a girl was when I was 16, I think. I funnily enough met a girl on Tumblr, and we kind of had feelings for each other, and we were kind of seeing each other. We were both so young, so we just had no idea what our feelings were, and I wasn't sure what box I fitted into, and I felt like I had to fit into a certain box. But I had genuine feelings for her, and we were seeing each other for a little while, and we're still friends to this day. But that's when I realized, oh my gosh, it's not just like a physical attraction, I'm actually emotionally attracted to girls as well, which then made me realize, okay, I'm a bisexual. At this stage, I was also involved in like a collab channel on YouTube, which was all about sexuality and coming out and our types of girls, and it was kind of like a lesbian channel. And that was like my world away from reality. I like to kind of express myself, and that was where I expressed my sexuality, was in these videos that I would make every single week for this channel. Then a few girls from my school found the videos, and then they found out about my sexuality. And they came to me at a party one night and they were like, we found your videos, we're totally fine with it, we're really accepting and happy for you, blah 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 blah, which was really lovely. And then so that made me want to tell my few closest friends, which I did, and they were all really good about it. They were all kind of like, I love you regardless. Although I think they kind of thought like they couldn't get changed in front of me because they thought I was gonna get like turned on. Not every naked guy or shirtless guy you see you're gonna be turned on by, so why would it be the same with girls? And yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm pickier with girls than I am with guys, but anyway. So then I thought it was time to tackle the big one and tell my mum. She's definitely the person I'm closest to. We have a relationship where I'm kind of like not only her daughter but her best friend, and she's like not only my mum but my best friend. We're like this, and I love her so much. You guys would have seen her in one of my videos actually. She's a babe. Anyway, I could literally sit here and go on and on about her, but I'm not gonna do that because you'll get very bored. Yeah, so mum and I were away in Melbourne for a little girls' weekend away, and we were out at dinner, and I decided to talk to her and tell her that I was bisexual. I kind of told her that I believe love doesn't have a gender, and that people are people, and I have had feelings for both genders, and I think I'm bisexual. And her first reaction was, it's a phase, it's a phase, how do you know it's not a phase, you know, I think, you know, you'll get over it kind of thing. But I feel like that's a very common parent's reaction because it's like the initial shock. Initially, I guess she wanted it to be a phase and was kind of like not ready to deal with the fact that her daughter's bisexual. But she said to me, I just remember her saying, I love you regardless of who you love. This doesn't make me think of you in any different way. Obviously it's a shock to me because I would never have picked it, but she was really, really good about it, and I think the fact that we're so close definitely helped with that. She kind of exceeded all my expectations as to how good she was about it. I don't even know if that sentence made sense, but I hope it did. So then I kind of didn't tell my dad up until like maybe 9 months ago or so. This was really scary for me because my dad is super conservative. I wouldn't say he's homophobic, but he's really like traditional man, woman. Mum's a bit slightly more broad-minded and understanding, whereas my dad's very like traditional and classic in his approach and beliefs, I guess. This is gonna make my mum sound really bad, but she kind of like made me tell my dad, I guess. I've been talking to her about it for a while, being like, oh, I want to tell dad, but I'm not sure if he's ready and I don't know if it's necessary because it's not like I have a girl in my life or anything. Dad was going on and on about like gay people in his work and all that sort of stuff, so mum was like, I think the time's right, you know, and he had like little gay rainbow cufflinks on, and so he was talking about his day and this function that they had, and mum was like nudging me. It was quite funny. I think she had a bit too much wine, so she was just feeling really confident. Carol, the confident woman she is, and she was like nudging me, being like, I think you should tell him, I think you should tell him. And dad was like, what are you two girls whispering about? And I was like, no, mum, shh. And he was like, what are you girls scheming about? And then I kind of was just like, Dad, there's something I want to talk to you about. And I told him the same sort of thing. I was like, I believe that people are people, and I feel like you understand this sort of thing now that you've been opened up to a little bit, so this is the way I am, and I've known this for like 6 years. And to be honest, he wasn't as good about it as my mum. He kind of, his way of dealing with things is to just kind of stay quiet and keep it to himself. So he was just like, yeah, that's the way you are, kind of thing. You know, it is what it is. And then he kind of just will almost not talk about it and pretend it doesn't exist. So I think he's still in like that shock phase. Although he is coming around and getting better about it, but he's still kind of in that, I'm not sure if this is real and I don't know if I'm ready to accept the fact that this is the way my daughter is. But he will come around. He said to me that he needs time, and in time then he will be okay with it and more comfortable with it, but he just needs time. So that is what I'm gonna give him. The only person that doesn't know is my brother. I am praying to God he does not find this video, otherwise that'll be really awkward. He's in his final year of high school and doing his HSC, so I don't want to like throw this upon him in case he takes it badly or anything, so I'm gonna wait till he's finished and then I'm going to sit him down and have the same sort of talk with him. But as far as friends, everyone pretty much knows about it. If anyone asks me about my sexuality, I am completely honest about it. This is the way I am. I feel like I'm at a stage where I'm super confident with it, and it has taken a long time, and there are a lot more challenges being this way. And in a way I'm like, oh, it'd be so much easier to be straight, but then in a way I'm like, the statistics are 1 in 10. I'm kind of unique, and I've learnt to embrace my sexuality and be 100% comfortable with it and dress the way I want to dress and date who I want to date and all that sort of stuff. So that's pretty much my coming out story. I have been really scared to talk about this in a way because the internet can be such a judgmental place, and I know people can be really harsh, so I am now openly bisexual on the internet. This is such a relief in a way to make this video, because now I feel like I can be 100% me with you guys, and I can open up my life to you a little bit more and this side of my life, and I'm really excited. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're not too shocked. And I think I'm gonna do a Q&A based on sexuality, LGBT issues, coming out, all that sort of stuff. So if you guys have any questions that you wanna ask me about anything in regards to my sexuality, then leave your questions down below, and if I get enough, then I will make a Q&A. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Amy, as you probably know already. And I hope you enjoyed that video. If you guys want to follow me on my Instagram or Twitter, you can follow me here. It's at Amy Grace with 3 E's. I'm not too good with Twitter, but I'm okay with Instagram. I'm just really lazy when it comes to tweeting. I'm not quite the tweeter yet, but I will be, hopefully, soon. And if you enjoyed that video, then drop a like down below because it helps me out a lot. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day, and I will see you next Tuesday in my next video. I just wanted to end on a really positive note, and I know that coming out can be really scary and a really emotional time, and for me it has been. I think when you can really truly be yourself and be true to who you are, then you will be happy. And it can be a process, and it does take time, and it can have its ups and it can have its downs. But I do think that when you can really be true to yourself, you will ultimately be happy, and it is a journey and it can take time, but you will ultimately be happy when you are true to yourself in the end. My advice would be to take your time with it. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Let people have their reactions. Let people take their time with it. Give people their time, and also give yourself that time that you need to come to terms with who you are as a person, because it can be a very difficult process, but you will get there in the end, and I believe in you if you're in the same situation. And if you have any questions, yet again, leave them down below so I can answer them and make a video all about this sort of stuff, because I want to help you guys if you are going through some of the same sort of stuff, and I want to make a Q&A video on it to do that. So hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! And I'm going bowling today, and I'm so excited because I'm like a kid and there's a game arcade there, and I'm really excited. And I haven't gone bowling in ages, but I have to use the smallest balls because I'm very weak in the arms. You can follow my Instagram and Twitter over here. You can subscribe over there, over there. The end.